Good morning, Maryland. I'm meteorologist Lynette Charles. Let's take a look at what's going on. We'll start you out with some ice accumulations this morning. Yeah, in a few spots we did deal with some heavy accumulations, enough to down those trees, that's for sure. As we look at how much ice, look what's happening in Centerville. So about almost 3/10, a little over that in that area. And then we did see 3/10 in Millington this morning, and in Easton, 1/4 inch of ice. So yes, this is enough ice that can bring down some trees. And you know what? We definitely did have some of that going on for today. If those trees were on the smaller side, not the heavier side, I actually saw some that were down coming to work today. So that was the scenario with the ice. And in some spots, we still are dealing with some icy conditions out there. As we continue through the rest of today, we will go through changes. Now we look at Maryland's most powerful radar as of now, and we're dry. We can see some action up to the north there. So if you are going to be traveling off into Pennsylvania this morning, this afternoon, we will be dealing with there just a little bit of snow showers coming in across that area. But for us, we should stay mainly dry as high pressure is in control of our weather right now. So that's the scenario there. Now let's take a look at what else we've been dealing with this morning. So we've had the icy conditions, but also we've had reduced visibility. So we did have some fog, and actually a dense fog advisory that was in effect for a while until about 9 o'clock. Now everything has been able to be canceled a little bit earlier or expire. But we still do have the numbers on the low side. We like to see the 10s that we're seeing in Manchester and Columbia and Frederick, but look what we have in Cockeysville, 3 miles of reduced visibility, rather, I should say, and also in Essex, Bel Air, more of the same, Annapolis, about a half a mile in Hanover right now. And look what's going on. Good. So things are starting to improve right before our eyes. We like this. But look at Elkton, only about 1 mile of reduced visibility, and close to 2 in Chestertown, but not quite there. So that's the scenario this morning with that. So we're going to wait for the fog to burn off. Already starting to get a little bit of sunshine in some spots this morning, and ample sunshine in others. That's going to be the trend. We will have gradual clearing as the morning goes along, as the day goes along. So that's something that we have to look forward to. Now let's take you outside. You can see what's happening in Ellicott City this morning, as we do see the skies brightening a bit, and we do see plenty of snow on the ground. We did have a mess that came through yesterday. We had a little bit of snow, we had some sleet, we had some freezing rain, and that's why we're dealing with all that ice this morning, and that's what we have also in Dundalk this morning. So let's see if we are improving conditions now in Dundalk, because earlier we really couldn't see that key bridge, but now it's coming more into the light, it's so to speak, right, as we start to brighten the day up a bit. So as we go throughout the day, that is definitely going to be the trend, as we like that, right? So you started off just pretty much socked in everywhere, and now we're starting to have high pressure build in, and with that we will have more sunshine. More of the same in Annapolis this morning. Look what's going on there a little bit earlier. Again, plenty of clouds coming in, some fog across the area, but right now you need the sunglasses. So if for some reason you just happened to tune in this morning, maybe to catch the school delays or the school closings, and you saw the weather, well, you might have heard me say what you need to pack as you head out the door this morning, and that was a warm coat, that was an ice scraper, and it also was the sunglasses. You should have grabbed those, because we are going to be dealing with plenty of sunshine as the day rolls on. So if you didn't, you're just tuning in now to the live stream, don't forget the sunglasses, because you will put those to good use today. Now let's head on over to Manchester, into Manchester I should say, because we do see the clouds starting off earlier, and then the clouds start to break up a bit. So what we'd have is a cold front that's moved through the area now, and behind that we have some drier air making its way in here, and with that starts to build in that high pressure and dry us out and get rid of some of those clouds, and that's exactly what's going on here. Now look at Bel Air. This is a good shot. I like this. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see exactly what's going on. We do have some cars going here and there, but luckily we are going to improve conditions as temperatures continue to rise, as we can melt some of that ice, but it does look like wet roadways out there right now. So with that, there still could be a few pockets of ice, maybe in some places that are not seeing the sunshine right now. And just remember, on those sidewalks, there's still plenty of ice, and on the sidewalks, that's where the ice was really thick out there. So that's going to take a while for that to melt. So just take it easy, take your time, and exercise caution as you go through the rest of today. Now let's talk about the temperatures, because the temperatures have been a big factor in the story of the ice this morning. So temperatures have been hovering around freezing or just at freezing or just below all morning long. But now, oh yes, that sun is really helping those temperatures warm. And this is exactly what we like, right? So look at the number in Cockeysville coming in at 36 right now, 36 in Manchester. We're looking at 32 degrees right now in Mount Airy, and we can see 36 in Columbia, 35 in Hanover, 34 in Annapolis, 39 in Essex, 32 in Bel Air. Elkton's coming in at 34 as well as Chestertown. And you know, just ignore that one in Baltimore City because we know that that is not an accurate reading right there. So that's definitely some good news. But we remember the days when it felt like at least 1 degree out there or even lower than that, but not today. Today we've been dealing with temperatures that actually have been right at average or a little bit above that. So we should be right around 30 degrees now for this time of the year. And we really never even dropped into the 20s this morning. So pretty seasonal, if you will. Now look at the wind speeds. I wanted to show you this map earlier, but I just never did because we were at 0 everywhere. We were nice and calm, but I wanted to have a better effect on you to let you know that yes, we're at 0 now, but those winds will keep picking up as we go throughout the day. But I said it, so there you go. So yes, those winds have picked up, and we do see the winds now out of the northwest at about 5 to 20 miles an hour really in some spots. So look what's going on. We have a 10-mile-an-hour wind now being reported in Manchester, 12 in Cockeysville, 9 in Essex, 8 in Elkton right now, and 3 in Chestertown, 8 in Annapolis. And we do have a 20-mile-an-hour wind now sustained in Frederick, 22 in Hagerstown. So yes, that cold front will continue to push through this morning. And with that, we are definitely going to pick up the winds. We'll have gusts today up to about 25 miles an hour. We already have a gust back in Hagerstown and Frederick coming in at 30 and 31 miles an hour. So you get the picture. It is going to get windy, stay windy as we go into the afternoon. It'll be breezy this evening. And then by tomorrow, we have another system coming through the area. I know. Whew, people in the newsroom, they're not liking it either, but some of you are, so that's good news. But the ones that don't like it, we do have spring right around the corner. We're going to count that down in a matter of moments. Now, let's take a look at what's going on. Because of those winds, we actually feel a bit colder out there, and this is going to be the scenario through the rest of the day. So temperatures will stay below average, but we are going to be warmer than what we have been, what we were over the weekend. But with the winds, we will feel colder. So this is what we have right now. It feels like more like upper 20s in a lot of spots, from Cockeysville to Mount Airy to Manchester this morning. And then we also feel like the 30s in Essex, the low 30s, I should say, Essex, Chestertown, also Bel Air. And we feel like about 36 degrees in Columbia. Hanover is right around 30, again, where we're dealing with the lighter winds. Temperature is not feeling that much different, but maybe slightly. Now, this is what's going on as we continue through the day. We do have the clouds starting to break up across the area on the satellite and radar that is showing you that. More snow up to the north, down to the south, dealing with some rain coming in, very scattered in nature. So we're looking at now in Alabama. If you are going to be traveling in that direction, just know that's what you'll be running into. But right now, high pressure is really building in to our area, and that's why we're starting to break up the clouds a bit. So this cold front is a little bit closer to us. It will continue to slide through. You can see some breaks in the clouds really back across the Ohio Valley as high pressure does its thing. The windy conditions, yes, will continue to ramp up as we go through the rest of today as well. So again, big changes in here as we went through the day. So we really did have some foggy conditions this morning. We had the icy conditions this morning as well, and then now through the afternoon, we'll be dealing more with the windy conditions. And this is what we can expect as we go through the rest of the day as well. So that hour-by-hour forecast brings us, again, the winds, the breezes, and also it brings us sunshine, which you're already seeing in some spots, but we will get a little bit more clearing as the day goes on. So that high temperature going to go right around 40 degrees. But remember what I said, with those winds, we are going to feel a little chillier than that. So we'll feel more like the mid-30s as the day goes on, possibly even the low 30s. So you need to dress accordingly. I know that 40 looks good to you, but remember, it's not going to feel like 40 because those winds will really be kicking up out of the north and west. Now remember, today's dry, but we do have another system that's going to work its way in here. So for your morning commute tomorrow, things looking good on your Tuesday. We should stay mainly dry on Tuesday morning. And then by the afternoon, especially as we head into the evening time frame, so your commute home, that's the one that could be on the dicey side, the dicey, icy side of things once again, because we have a wintry mix coming back into the forecast for us. Yes, it does show up on some computer models as just rain, but due to that forecast, look at the temperature, 34, once again, hovering right above the freezing degree mark, the freezing degree line. We'll see some areas going to get a little bit of a wintry mix. Some areas will be at freezing or below freezing as we work our way into tomorrow as well. So that's the scenario. Be prepared for that wintry mix as we work our way into Tuesday. Then we will dry things out in terms of, actually I really shouldn't say dry things out. I'll say we'll switch the mode a bit of what type of precip we're getting because temperatures are going to warm up. We'll have a warm front that moves through. So by Wednesday, the precip will be in the form of just all rain, plain rain. That temperature coming in at 53 degrees. A lot of you love that 53, but you don't like the rain. And a lot of you don't care. You just want the 53 and don't mind the rain with it. So whatever you like, that's what's going to be happening as we head into Wednesday. So we will warm up briefly. Once again, that is going to be the word of the day. Briefly, short-lived, and then we will drop those temperatures right back down as another cold front comes through. So this is what we have on Thursday. So Thursday morning, we could be dealing with some snow, like on the backside of that system that comes through Wednesday. That cold front's going to come in, wrap around, and with that, we could be dealing with just plain snow early in the morning. As you can see, those temperatures cold enough to support that as we go through the day, and possibly even maybe some sleet, possibly a mix as the day goes on. But then we'll start to dry things out once that cold front has passed, and by Friday, into Saturday, into Sunday. Look at how those numbers start to go up, and look at all the sunshine that we'll see with that as well. So the best days of this week, minus temperatures, will definitely be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even if you throw in the temperatures, if you like the warmer temperatures, you're going to like Saturday and Sunday. So the weekend right now looking good. And also what we have this weekend, don't forget, we are going to spring forward. So you want to set that clock forward an hour before you go to bed on Saturday, or you are going to be late to church services on Sunday. If that's what you do on Sunday, whatever you do on Sunday, if you have an appointment, that's what's going to be going on. So once again, spring forward Saturday night into Sunday as we will unfortunately lose an hour of sleep. But those numbers 46 and 47, no complaints there. And here we go, spring forward. And also we have about 18 days until the first day of spring. So that's definitely some good news for all of you who want the spring. And I want to show you this before we go. I want to urge you to send me in some pictures. Tweet them to me. Look at what Double T66 tweeted me. Thank you so much, Trevor. I definitely appreciate this. And you can actually see the ice on the trees. Look at the branches just encased with the ice. And again, this is the type of ice that can bring those limbs down. So you definitely want to take it easy through the morning hours as this will continue to melt throughout the day. So in the meantime, this is what we have. Monday, we got through it together. Now we're just going to knock those days down. Don't forget, again, to tweet me at Lynette from ABC2. Give me that picture. I'll get it on the air for you and give you all types of credit for it. Or you can just tweet me and we can just talk. Again, have a great day, everyone. I will see you back here first thing tomorrow morning.